I come to this as a woman of faith, and I can't help but to revisit the psalm that I learned as a child. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. There has been no joy. For 23 months, there has only been weeping. And in that time, 20,000 children have been robbed of their lives. One Palestinian child is killed every hour. 1,000 of those children have been under the age of 1. James Baldwin reminds us that the children are all of ours, every one of them, all over the world, always. There's something about being a parent, either by blood or bond, that can radicalize you for good if you let it. It will embolden you in ways you never imagined. And once you start to connect that every child is a universe, every child is someone's whole world, you cannot unsee how connected our shared humanity truly is. Right now in Gaza, babies are dying, killed by airstrikes and military blockades. No child should die of starvation as food and baby formula sit mere miles away, held back by the Israeli military from dying families. No child should shake in their sleep as bombs erupt overhead or plead to die with their parents so they are not left alone. For nearly 2 years, we have watched the genocide unfold in real time. I'm devastated by every child, elder, parent, and loved one who has been murdered. Israelis, Palestinians, and Americans. The cruelty taking place in Gaza is unfathomable. Death by starvation, death by airstrike, death by military firing squad. Shamefully, the United States has not only turned away, it has manufactured and delivered the very weapons that rain down on innocent civilians. Entire families have been murdered. Entire families have been murdered. From infants to elders and every generation in between. For months now, we have called for an embargo on offensive weapons. Thank you to my sister, Congresswoman Ramirez, for her leadership and her clarity introducing H.R. 3565, affirming our calls. The United States must stop sending bombs. We have called for a critical surge of humanitarian aid, medical equipment, food, and baby formula. Last month, I led a letter and 100 members of Congress joined with me to call on Secretary Rubio to use the full authority of the United States government to pressure Israel to surge ready to feed baby formula to families who need it desperately. Secretary Rubio is a father. Surely, Secretary Rubio, you must know the panic of fumbling for a bottle to feed a hungry child in the middle of the night. Now imagine, Secretary Rubio, if what stood between you and soothing and feeding your baby was a military blockade. Can you? Can you imagine it? Because you still have not responded in word or action. To date, you have ignored the House and the Senate, calling on you to act and respond. Every day that you fail to act costs precious lives. Our humanity is at stake here. Vengeance and greed cannot be the United States policy doctrine. No country can bomb their way to peace. Starving a child is violent, and the children are all of ours, always. History has its eyes on us. Our children will ask what we did in this moment, and the only acceptable answer is everything that we could.